that music. It's just she makes a lot of relatable music.
For other
And then
people.
it's like what she said, it's catchy. So naturally,
And
my ears listen. And I start, because I'm the type of dude that listens to lyrics, and obviously that song
the different
is
age
about
groups,
that.
the different
being
age groups.
friend-zoned as a girl, or being passed up for a prettier girl. And I'm sure there's a million females out there that can attest to that. For sure.
Right.
That's why has so many fans. She makes very relatable music.
And the age groups too, like
You know.
older girls, little girls, like grandmas. Little kids.
Like, yeah.
Nursery rhymes.
Taylor's a fucking icon. She does
it all.
Yeah. She does it all.
Taylor for president.
Stop it. You got her on the radio. You can't turn it.
You can't.
Just shake it off.
Shake it off. That's funny.
Yeah. That's what I think of her, for sure.
Welcome to Taylor Talk.
Yeah, Taylor Talk.
Podcast will start in 3, 2, 1.
You guys are rolling.
Welcome to the Unqualified Professionals.
We got Kelsey here, lifelong friend. Dom. Hi.
Hi.
So, how you been?
I've been good. Just living my best life.
You going to see Kim tomorrow?
I am.
Dude.
She forced me into it in the best way possible, to be honest.
What'd she do?
Well, because I'm scared of flying. Literally, my biggest fear in life is flying. That's why I don't ever go see her, and she always comes out here. She said, I'm booking your flight. Get these days off. And tomorrow's the day.
You're flying alone?
Yeah. But she did offer to fly home with me Friday.
Why do you fear flying?
Because I'm not in control. Like, I don't know how it operates, you know? Like, I just don't understand how an airplane operates. And in my head, it's coming down. Like, how is this thing in the air?
In my head, it's coming down.
It's intrusive thoughts more so than anything. Like, I literally think the worst in the whole situation. It just scares me. But then once I'm on the plane, I'm fine. Like, I love landing.
So is it you don't trust the crew, or you don't trust the machinery, or is it both? Or because you don't know how it works?
No, it's the machinery, I would say. Like one false move and you're coming down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just scared of flying, and I always have, and I just always will be. It doesn't matter how many times I fly. Even when I flew to New York with Kim. Yeah. I was still in the back of my mind scared. But because I was with her, she's like my blankie. Like, she's my security blanket. And if I'm flying with somebody, they obviously are too. So I'm comfortable. I just don't like doing it alone, just because of the fears of everything else that come along with it, you know?
Do you get sloshed? My aunt used to get sloshed before she got on the plane.
I feel like I can't get sloshed until I'm on the plane, because if I'm by myself, sloshed at the airport, who knows?
That's maybe not a good time.
I'm going to go to a different state.
You might get traffic.
Or traffic.
Dude,
that's a fear too.
Taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, for girls.
My flight's late. I'm going to be at that airport late. So it's like, you never know. People are crazy. Never see my little ass again. Just like that.
I used to fear flying myself.
I'm scared.
And when I looked up how planes worked, I actually relaxed. Yeah. It's great, because now when I fly place to place, I always think about all those people down there checking their transmission fluid levels, and I don't have to stop at Waffle House and have something, that's salty and feel terrible for the rest of the trip. I enjoy flying now.
I'm getting a little bit more used to it because I'm doing it more, and I'm just like in this state of mind where like I am going to start facing my fears, because I'm scared of a lot of things in life. Honestly, I am. And my number one is flying. So it's just like I need to start doing things. I need to live life and stop being scared, to be honest. And since I turned 30, I don't know what it is about turning 30, but I realized a lot of things. And like, I started living a little bit more, going to New York and like just doing fun things. And just like, all of my 20s was dedicated to raising my kids. So like I was full force mom. So now that they're getting older, like, they're busy, they're doing their own thing, they got little friends, and it's time for me to like step out and redo my 20s and my 30s.
I feel like that's what a lot of
So that's what's happening. Like, I'm booking flights. I want to go see the world, because I was so reserved all in my 20s, like trying to be, a mom.
Yeah, of course.
A single mom at that, because I've been doing this for a long time now, I feel like.
Yeah,
Single momming it up.
I grew up with a single mom. My mom had me when she was 18. And it seems like the second me and my sister got on our feet and got out the house, it was just they started going back to what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? It's like they stopped their lives to raise children. You do.
You really do.
I mean, as a parent.
You do.
But I've never flown in my life.
A good
Still?
Never.
Still?
Never.
You're not scared too if like you
truthfully, like the opportunity just never arose. Like ever. It's never arose. Like my mom's always been like, we're driving.
Yeah, we drove a lot too.
We drove everywhere. I drove to Florida like a lot. We used to drive for camping everywhere, Michigan, you know, everywhere. Illinois. And I've been to like a lot of states all the way
just
down
never
to the
like on a
East
plane.
Coast,
It's expensive to fly too, so I mean.
But yeah, that's why. Like, you know, we didn't have the most money, but it was.
It is expensive.
I guess the opportunity just never arose. Now I'm starting to feel like maybe it's meant to. I'm not supposed to be.
I feel like
in
that,
the air, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
how I feel. Like we are not supposed to be up
like,
there.
Maybe I'm not supposed to be up there, man. So that's maybe that's why. I'm a big believer in like, you know, like shit happens for a reason.
I am too. When I'm in the airplane though, I always base like if everything's okay off other people's reactions. Like if turbulence and I'm like, is this normal? Or is this like, I always look at other people's reactions. Because like, you know, people fly obviously way more than I do. And I don't know what's turbulence and, you know, what's not.
You're like, oh shit.
Right. Like if I see other people start freaking out, I don't know what I would possibly, like, I don't know what would happen or what I would do like internally. I would freak out.
Dude, I couldn't imagine.
But I always, you know, you see those videos online of like Spirit Airlines and stuff of like some crazy things, and I'm just like
it's duct taped with the wing and
just
shit.
Crazy.
Well,
I'm not doing that.
You don't want Spirit. Spirit buys all their planes secondhand, and I'm not making that up.
Really?
So
Yeah.
you're essentially going into what would be the checker taxi cab of airline companies.
Right.
Since they buy all
sounds like a deal.
That's why it's a deal.
No, it really is always a deal.
But
You're
no,
gonna
like
pay.
I think if a plane like was going down, I'd do like what one of my favorite comedian Shane Gillis, he put up a skit.
Oh, I couldn't imagine.
And he was going down, and he called the dude at the fucking like car place that fixes his car. He's like, "Hey, this is Shane with the Subaru." He's like, I'm gonna come and kick your ass right fucking. He's like, I just talk shit to everybody I hate. He's like, why not? Because I'm not gonna call my wife and have her bitch me out. Fuck that. Have her bitch me out and talk about how much she hates me.
I'm dead.
Cancel the life insurance right before you hit the ground.
That's
Dude.
true.
That'd be fucked up.
That would be really cool.
Dude, that'd be insane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what would you do if like you were just like, this is, oh no, I shouldn't even talk. We're going on a plane tomorrow.
I'm gonna be thinking about this tomorrow.
You're gonna lay awake tonight like Nico asked me, what the fuck would I do?
I'm gonna text you tomorrow and be like, listen, you fucking asshole. I'm thinking about our conversation.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a 4-hour flight.
Dude.
That's far for me. I feel like it's a
4 hours to get to Arizona?
New York was only 2 hours. It was cake. I mean,
It's only 4 hours to get to Arizona?
Yeah, it is.
It isn't a plane.
It's 3. Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like in a plane, that's wild.
you know, and it takes like
So
a couple days. To get,
Well, welcome to 50 years ago.
Yeah.
No, but it's so short. I mean,
it
I
takes
thought it
like
would
2
take longer
days
still.
to drive. I think
Yeah.
2 days.
Oh man.
That's long, 4 hours.
I feel like it's long. On the way back, it's only 3.
It's only because I had a friend that was like, yeah, he took a flight from Chicago to like Louisiana, and it was 4 hours. So I'm like, I would think Arizona would be longer.
They must have been in the
South
slow
America
lane.
is like 6 hours.
Huh?
South America.
Louisiana?
In South America.
Oh, South America?
Yeah.
Dude, I got to London in 8 hours.
London?
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's a
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
flight.
That's
That was a direct
Damn.
flight.
That's insane.
I would not want to. I would want to stop halfway through.
In the
Get
ocean?
off.
Yeah. Was going to an oasis in a barge.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to be on there that
Called the
long.
naval crab like, hey, we're gonna land this Boeing on your fucking
Hey, you
thing.
cleared
What
up
the
there.
hell?
On your
Stop
dock.
halfway.
Clear those jets off the battleship. We'll have to take a piss break with
Oh,
this
shit.
747. And
How long have we been friends, Kels?
I think we met.
It was a long time.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
where'd you
was-
two meet? Tell the audience, where'd you two meet?
It was
we met through my best friend.
Yeah, our best friend.
And
actually.
she became like best friends with him like through work, right?
Not through school.
School.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we were in the same computer class.
That's how they met. And then
yeah.
they became close. And then obviously her and I were close. And then she started bringing him around and me around. And we just started.
I think I was a sophomore. She was a freshman. So you're talking 4 years.
And what happened to her?
She moved to Arizona.
That's who she's going to visit.
Yeah,
Kim.
she's still
That's
the best friend.
Yeah,
but
she's
she
the
just
shit.
lives. Yeah, she's the best. And like it's like our little trio. We just always.
dude.
That's great.
She was she was awesome. I remember though we were completely we absolutely didn't know each other.
No, I had
before we met. It was so weird.
No idea who you were, or never even heard of you. I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, that's what was so weird.
It was
because
the most
I
random
knew your brother. I just didn't know who.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was so weird. I didn't even know you had a sister or anything.
We just naturally became best friends in one day.
Yeah, right. We came over one night. Kim was like, "Hey, come on, we're gonna go to Kelsey's and we're gonna spend the night." And I'm like, "Kelsey who?" She's like, "Kelsey Revis, Derek's sister." I'm like, "Oh shit, all right."
You were just down for whatever.
Yeah, I was like,
Always.
"All right." I show up in a white tee and basketball shorts, and there's that one dude that when he left, the dog. I think you had a dog shit in your living room. And you were like, oh shit, the dude that left was named Doug. Yeah, or I think, Shite. You're like, Shite took a shit in my living room.
Sorry.
Yeah, bro, I remember. And that's when I was like, damn, man, because I had, like I said, I hadn't heard of you or anything, but it was, I remember, like.
That's so funny.
Like, it was so funny.
We were
and after that,
young.
dude, we were all.
So young, and then we really did become like best friends all through this. We literally were always doing some crazy stuff.
I mean, shit, for us to be talking what? Now you just said, you're 30?
31.
31, yeah, I'm 32, so we're
I was probably like
going on 12 years
16
here.
or
Yeah, like-
17, 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait.
Yeah.
It was probably,
That's
16, I would
some
say.
memories down the
It's
lane.
like 15 years.
And why did you two become friends?
Because our best friend introduced us.
But I feel like our personalities are just, they aligned. Like all three of us just have like the best, funniest, like naturally with each other. I feel like there's not many people I can be like myself around and like to feel okay. Like there's sometimes I act crazy and I'm like myself, like silly and funny and just weird. And people judge me and I'm just like, okay, I can't act like that in front of them.
Yeah.
Like I can't be me in front of them. Like there's certain people I can act like myself and he's one of them. Kim's one of them. There's like a select few, but I just feel like those are my people. Like immediately, like when you can act like your weirdo self in front of like other people, whether it's a guy or a girl, and like they accept you, like they're my people. Those are my kind of people.
Yeah,
that's great.
Lifers for sure.
So like any strong friendship, you can just.
Yeah, and it's just we don't even talk every day. Like, he's married, has a kid, I'm doing my thing over there, But we always have, like, reached out, like, whether it's been months or, like, even, like, a year or, you know, just liking each other's photos of each other's kids or, commenting or this or that. We always, like, rooting for each other from afar.
Because
those are the best friendships.
Well, not only that, but you get so busy and wrapped in your life with children. I don't think people, like... I'm sure every parent that's listening or watching can really relate, but it literally puts your life on pause. Your focus is on them. You don't text. You're not texting your friend. You're really in it. You're with them on the weekends, and during the day getting ready for school.
And I feel like we started having kids around the same time, and Kim never did, and she's still like our best friend, and she never got like mad because we were too busy or had to put our life on hold when it she didn't. She just kept living her best life, and she continues to do so. But we had to stop. But like she never was like, okay, well they're not checking on me constantly. Like forget that.
Dude,
like
that's what I always felt bad about that.
But like she gets it. Like she knows. Like she's a real one too.
Yeah, dude. dude. The next time she's in, we're bringing her on. Like, we gotta bring her.
I'm literally gonna force her to come home with me.
The next time she's staying, like for a while, we gotta get her. We have to get her.
Or you can go to her and get on a plane.
Yes, Arizona.
Fuck you.
It's nice.
Right now?
Yeah, then pack up the producer and let's go.
Come on.
Let's all go to Arizona.
We can be fly buddies.
Oh God, dude, one of us would have to be fucking. Let's get on that plane. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it's only a 4-hour plane ride.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
And you can go to Vegas and make some other great
Yeah, we
decisions.
can make a stop in Vegas.
Dude, I've never been to Vegas.
When you get off, you never.
No.
When you get off the
I've
plane,
never-
you're literally in a casino in the airport.
Dude, that'd be a sick.
Yeah, they say there's. Oh, dude, I've always wanted to.
Slots,
Well,
yeah,
my big one of my biggest dreams is to like go to the Apex and in Vegas, the Apex for the UFC, and watch a weekend like fight night.
That'd be fun.
Dude, the tickets ain't as much as like the pay-per-views, and they still put on great fights. Like if you watch fighting, the fighters there, no matter what, they're the best in the world in the UFC. And to get good tickets with that kind of view at the Apex is like, I mean, shit.
Crazy.
It's crazy. That's like, I want to go to Vegas to have a good time, but that's absolutely on my bucket list. That and to like eat at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
There's
good.
one here in Schaumburg.
Yeah, no, I want the one in Vegas that like came directly, like Hell's Kitchen. I want to go to Hell's Kitchen.
That's in New York.
No, he has it in Vegas too.
But the actual Hell's Kitchen is.
Yeah.
I'm just. About that part.
Yeah, the town. I'm talking about the restaurant.
I see. Well, it sounds like you got some traveling to do.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'll drive.
Plane.
Yeah, get on a plane.
Come on, face your fear with me.
No way.
That'd be an interesting episode.
Dude. Let's vlog the whole thing.
I'm gonna be
No
scared the whole
way.
time trying to get you.
What?
This will.
So is that why you didn't go to my wedding?
No, man.
I never knew this about it.
Motherfucker's broke. Shit, man.
I was like,
got shit going on.
Was too scared to get.
Nah, man. I couldn't. Financially, I couldn't do it at the time.
Yeah.
Credit.
Yeah. Man, that's rough. I don't like owing people money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
credit
saying?
card
That's what I
company.
feel like with credit card companies. Like, my sixth grade teacher instilled that into our ass. She was like, don't fuck with credit cards.
Who was your sixth grade teacher?
Miss Bird at Wadsworth.
Wadsworth.
Yeah.
I went to Reedy.
Oh,
I know-
God.
oh,
You
no.
got a terrible education. Nah, I'm fucking this shit. Your IQ went down.
Oh, God.
Probably.
Wadsworth is as in right by Gurney.
Mm-mm. It's
Different
right here in
Wadsworth.
Griffith, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Wadsworth Elementary
All right,
School.
all right. So I know someone in Wadsworth. But
Yeah.
Are used to.
Right on. Wadsworth Warriors.
Griffith, Indiana, where it all started.
Where it all started.
So you're from Indiana too.
Yeah, Griffith.
Where are you actually from? Were you born in Chicago?
Yeah, South Side.
Right on.
Right by. I don't recall what the hospital was called, but it's not there anymore. But it was by McCormick Place. I think it was by the third one. Because people think that the first two are up, but it's not. The first one was only up for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then it burnt to the ground. My grandfather might know something about that, but he's taking a dirt nap, so we can't talk to him.
Oh, man.
A dirt nap.
Jesus.
I never heard that
He's pushing
before.
daisies.
He's warm food now. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Dude, speaking of death, there's a lot of kids from our high school that
Yeah.
have passed.
That's really sad, actually.
From what?
Just, it's really ODs and
It's
suicides,
really
honestly.
ODs.
A lot of suicides and a lot of ODs, but none of them are like, oh, they got murdered. It's a lot of them is
Or an
suicides
accident.
and ODs.
It's
It's not an accident ever. It's like always suicide or ODs.
I know some
crazy.
from my high school that have been murdered.
Yeah,
We know one from our grade school that got murdered.
dang.
Yeah, but he had a gambling problem, so he ended up turning into a pool toy in the river. So that was
That
interesting.
doesn't mean, just because you have a gambling problem, that doesn't make it
Well,
okay.
why?
What, that's like saying, like, yeah, some tall guy.
He's too tall, he's gotta go.
Did he owe people money?
Yeah, he did a lot.
Yeah, damn.
So he paid with his life.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's how it goes, bro.
I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like owing people money, so that's why I couldn't make it to Columbia.
Sorry.
Take
Take a risk.
Jesus, man. It threw me. Is that why you couldn't
I
go
was
to
about to
Columbia?
say,
You don't want to fly?
This fucker was afraid of flying.
But no. I'm
You
not
could
scared of flying.
you could have just said that. You could have just said you were afraid of flying and not.
Who covered you?
I don't like making.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
like making excuses. I don't like making excuses. I'm a straight up type dude, you know.
Well, if you're afraid to fly, that's a legit reason.
No, I'm not. I'm not really afraid to fly. Like I swear to God.
It's the fun zone.
Yeah, you're right. I'm ready.
Come on.
I'll fly tomorrow.
Come on, let's book
No,
it.
you know how expensive that is.
Let's boogie.
Let's boogie.
No, I said let's book it.
Oh,
Okay.
let's book it. I'm like,
Book
let's
it,
boogie. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
No, let's book it.
You're not even packed.
No, I'm not. But hey, I could do something real fast.
Dude. So, as far as like being a single mom, you have your children most of the time?
We share them pretty equally,
Yeah.
I would say. I feel like I don't have them, more than he has,
Right.
or he has them more than I have. I feel like we solely go based on our work schedules and what works for us. We have a pretty good system, I feel like, as far as he helps me out when I need it and I help him out when he needs it.
Mm-hmm.
We do the every other weekend thing, but during the week it just, if he's working during the day, I have them at night and vice versa.
So pretty successful co-parenting situation.
Pretty successful, I would say. We definitely have our ups and downs, but I would say we do the best we can, and there's no other option.
As a parent, I think you just always want to do better than your parent.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like I came from a single
Especially
mom
when we didn't have a
relationship.
good...
Like you came from a single parent relationship.
Well, what would define doing better than your parent?
What do you mean?
Like,
Doing better
how
than
would
your
you acknowledge that you're a better parent than your...
I'm not saying you want So, what I mean was, to elaborate, you always want for your child to be, their childhood to be better than yours was growing up. Not like your parents did a shitty job. There are parents out there that do shitty jobs.
Don't make the same mistakes your parents did.
Exactly. Like you always want to grow up better than what you always want your kid to grow up better than what you grew up.
And not have the same,
Yeah.
issues or trauma or,
Yeah.
Anything that you can avoid your kids going through, you're going to do that for them.
Exactly. And not like your parents weren't giving it. I'm sure they were giving it their all, but they might have fucked up here, fucked up there.
Yeah.
Whatever it may have you. You can't, it's weird. You can't the only thing you can do is try not to make those mistakes or try not to do that with your kid. So on and so forth.
Or overexpose your kids to certain things because you were overexposed to certain things as a kid or a young adult. And it's...
Yes, that's what I mean by do better than your parents.
Yeah.
So, if you two care to dig on this, I'd like to know, what's something that you two experienced in your childhood that you would not want your child to experience?
Oh, man. I mean, shit.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Well, elaborate.
I didn't have a good example of a mom growing up.
How so?
I mean, she was just a terrible person, and I didn't really figure that out until I became older.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Nelson went through some of that with me too, because he was around when I don't talk to my mom anymore. Sure. I cut her off completely.
I did too.
Yeah.
Cold-heartedly ended it.
Interesting.
And there was no other option. Like, it is what it is, and that you have to let that be. And she is the reason why I do the best that I can to protect my kids, and that's why I cut her off, was for my kids.
How long has it been?
I would say it's gonna go on 6 years soon.
Same
my
here.
son was 2.
Same here.
When
6
it happened,
years.
my little one. But it was for the better. Like, I don't have to worry. She was just not a good person. I'm not gonna go into details. Like, it speaks for itself if you have to cut your own parent off.
Oh yeah, I mean,
she's just my motivation to do everything that she did. And
dude, what
for
do you
me
mean? I spent an entire day in jail.
You spent an entire day in jail because of her mom?
Yeah, dude. I took one for the team on that one. That sucked ass, bro.
My mom was trifling, and she doesn't care who she hurt, who she was messing with. Like, she truly didn't.
Yeah.
Unapologetic, I take it.
She just was selfish.
Was she a Gemini?
I don't know, and I don't care. Oh,
my daughter is a Gemini.
She was just a bad person, and we paid the price a lot of times for it. Like, as you know, he was involved in my friendship, so he was around, Kim was around. We had and it's just crazy how a parent, your own parent, will put you in positions that could ultimately mess your future up.
Dude, for real. She fucked up my taxes that year, bro. I was only 19. She
messed up a lot of things for me, and then my kids as well. So that's a chapter in my life that I will never reopen. I don't want to reread it. I don't want to look back on it. I'm over it. I grieved it.
And
she's dead to me at the end of the day.
And I think that's one thing with certain. I think it's kind of just what you're built with, and as you're wired as a person. There's people out there that should have been parents meant to be parents.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. Everything happens for a reason, because I feel the same way about my biological father.
Yeah, like
because like when he, mine is like, he was involved with some nefarious people. He ended up going to prison, and he did a while in prison. He got out when I was like 12 or 13. He went in when I was like 3, and when he got out, obviously prison changes you, but like he always looked at it like instead of it's like you're just a person. Like phone works both ways, motherfucker.
Right.
Like what? I'm your kid. Dude, if my daughter hated me or like I was trying to be a part of her life and I was away for a while like that, I would call her every day just to hear her say like annoying. F you even.
Right.
Until she
just
finally
to hear her hang up on me.
Yeah, but this dude is like, nah, shit, man. Like I'm not.
You could have wrote me in prison,
bro. So I've actually I wrote him off a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just literally have to do that. No contact is the best.
Yeah.
So we're all on no contact with our parents.
Well, my dad is
my
an
mom.
angel.
One of them.
I love my mom.
I have a stepmom too, and she's an angel, just like my dad. Tamps.
Yeah,
My Tampy Tamps. Thank God for her. Thank God for, in certain circumstances, I feel like a step parent, in my case, was a blessing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'll say real fast that I know there's a lot more people in this world with daddy issues than mommy issues, but mommy issues does occur, as it is with both of us. And I know you won't go into detail, and that's fine. But I will say, like, what I had to deal with, which I don't talk to mine, is mine had lupus before I was born. So not enough oxygen would go to her brain, and then would become physically abusive and forget what happened. 20 minutes later, I would have to wake up every day not knowing, how bad my day was going to be getting out of my bedroom. I was an only child, so I had no brothers or sisters, obviously, to bond with, and I was never allowed to.
Being an only child?
Yeah, I was never allowed in her bathroom, and then later I figured out she was smoking dope.
Oh man!
So that
was it to get rid of the lupus?
I don't know, and I don't care. So I guess we see what our parents do, and we don't want to be like that sometimes. Right. So that explains, zero substance for me because I don't want to be like that. I don't. Yeah, so like I don't want to see that. I don't want. My father's had two DUIs. So I've never, Yeah,
you always want to do better than your own.
Yeah, so I don't want to be like that. It's like if this is how everyone chills out, well, I'm not like everyone else because I've seen what it could do to family. I don't want to be that. You're having a good time. Yeah. You're loose. Fine, good for you. I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's why people.
And that's why I'm pretty isolated actually. So, but I'm at peace. So because I don't know. Sometimes you're just when you see what happens to your parents, you don't want to see yourself become that or certain things.
Yeah, you always want to do better than your parents, right?
Right. I wouldn't say do better, but not make the same mistakes. It's like if this because I'm whether I like it or not, I'm half my mom, and we all are half our dad. So it's like, all right, I might get this habit from my mom, I might get this habit from my dad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like not every parent's like that, and you do have choices. Everyone has a choice. That's what I feel like. Like with me and my biological father. Dude, this Bud Light's giving me the burps.
The Bud Light burps. My
Jesus, favorite. Super liberal. But anyways, everyone does have. You do have a choice. You are your own person. That like. My dad had a choice. Like I think for a while I grew up wanting to like, just disappoint him.
Really?
Yeah, like this is like just do good in life to where I can just finally come back to him and be like, here, motherfucker, like this is what you fucked up on. But one of my best friends told me not to live like that.
Right? Like, do you even care?
Yeah,
that he,
exactly.
Like I could care less if my mom knew a single ounce of information about me. I don't want her to know. I don't feel as though she deserves to know anything about me or my kids. Yeah. She lost her opportunity by being a terrible person.
Right.
She had the choice.
Dude, I agree, yeah.
To be a decent human being and to be around. She had it and she lost it because she chose a different way and a different way to act. And I don't stand for that at all. Absolutely not.
No,
regardless if it's anybody. But my own mom, I can't trust you in the other room.
Yeah.
With the purse or my kid or anything, let alone my kids. Like, you got me fucked up.
Yeah,
really fucked up.
seeing your mom should not be stressful.
So you said you don't talk to your dad?
No.
You haven't? And you don't talk to your mom? Somebody asked me this.
Yeah.
And my dad's dead.
Yeah,
It shook me to my core because I truly did not know how to answer it. But I always think about this. If your dad, mom, my mom, died tomorrow, would you go to their funeral?
I would get an Oreo cupcake and learn how to dance.
Oh,
I've been planning this.
Like, if you really think about it, because someone said that's your mom. I hate when people say that she's not my mom. Mom doesn't act the way that she did.
I feel the same. Okay, yeah, 100%.
She birthed me. She is not a mother.
Yeah.
And she never was to me.
It does take a different type of human being to actually be the father or mother.
Right. I don't think I would go.
That's a good one. So I've thought about this before because, obviously me and we don't talk. I would go, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't be sitting up in the front family couch. I would probably be in where normal population was. I probably wouldn't. I would go there to show respect, but because Kizzy at the same time, right, I get it.
No,
but
I'm just
it'd be maybe I'm just different. But
I'm so heartless when it comes to my
dude,
situation.
you're cold. But I understand.
The only reason why is because I've been grieving her all of these years, and she is alive. So why would I, when she really is dead, want to re-grieve? I've moved on. Yeah. So
you would not go.
I would not go. And I asked my brother and my sister the same thing, and I feel like...
What'd they say?
I think Derek would go. I think they would go if we went together, but I don't think my sister's going to go, just my sister.
So they don't talk to her either?
No.
None of them?
None of us.
No. Not honestly,
I don't know. I just feel like we're really not going to know until the time comes, Yeah.
So really. It's kind of a different dynamic.
It's a different dynamic for you. Not one of us speak to her.
And
I probably wouldn't go because I'd probably ask to pay for the bill. And I mean, maybe I'd like to get a picture to confirm the death.
What'd you say?
I'm dead.
I'd like to get a picture to confirm the death, or maybe the picture, and then just set it on fire in the sink.
Take a selfie?
No. That'd be the best selfie of my life.
Yeah, it's your bill anyway.
I don't like selfies.
It's your bill anyway.
That'd be the only selfie I would take. I hate selfies. I hate people that do selfies.
Oh man, you hate me and Kelsey. Kelsey, I just saw one on her Snapchat today.
What?
Your selfie on Instagram.
No, literally.
Before you came here, but yeah.
you would hate me.
Yeah, he would. But the thing is with you,
this part is okay.
I feel like a lot of people judge girls by their looks a lot. To an extent,
people be judging me.
For sure, when I first hang out with you, I'm like, holy shit, Kelsey, my wife, she knows we're best. You, Kim, I would call you guys beautiful, 7 days a week. But you are not the personality that people would look at you and think at all. And that's what really changed me when I was younger with you and Kim. I was like, holy shit, these two girls
are something else.
Are so fucking cool. They're not okay. There's more than meets the eye. They're not. They don't act a certain way you would think.
Right,
girls
just by the way we looked. Yeah.
I think that's what's so different. And people always thought it was so funny that it was it was always us. It was always platonic. There was never any.
Never, not
nothing.
once.
We were just cool all the time.
The best of friends, and And it was just I absolutely
People hated that.
People hate it.
People
hate when girls have guy friends.
Yeah.
That are genuinely guy friends.
Yeah.
They literally think everything other than just guy friends. And I genuinely love to have a guy friend because girls are mean. Girls are really mean and they're shady. Guys, when I meet a genuinely good guy that friend zone, whatever the case may be. Some guys you don't it is what it is. I love to have a guy friend.
It just doesn't it's just not like that with certain people.
At all.
Ever.
And it's just I love a good guy friend.
100%.
I feel like you were my best guy friend in high school. I consider you one of my best friends forever.
For sure.
And I feel like I have a good little best friend that's a guy now.
We visit, our kids play together. Dude, we're just cool. You and Kim, we hung out, a month or two ago at the fest?
Yeah, does...
Yeah.
So going into guys hating, or just people hating girls having guy friends that are strictly friends, does like your wife get mad that you have me and Kim as like your little friends?
Never once.
Never not once?
Never once.
Good, I'm glad. I don't ever want her to feel...
Never.
You know,
when we
I don't want ever a girl to feel that way because I'm.
It's funny you say that because she has
our situation.
It's same situation. She never once dated the dude. He were never nothing. It was cool, and they he was actually in my wedding, and then of course Kim was in my wedding.
Yeah.
So she knows how it is to have a best friend that's the opposite gender. As
right.
I've
just
nowadays.
never like experienced. Being in a relationship.
It was
and
never it honestly never even came up as an issue. Like
that's
ever.
good. I would never want to make her feel that it was going to ever be an issue or another girl in general.
Nah,
you know?
dude.
See, I think men get judged by their looks too.
Yeah, and I feel like because you judged me so young in age, you have always taught me to never judge because I met some really great people by like hanging out with them and never expecting it to like them to be so cool and it's because of you that I have that mindset to be honest.
Dude, I remember I told you that
out of me.
I remember I told you that too.
I thought you were gonna be such a bitch.
Dude,
like,
I
such
did.
A stuck-up little brat.
Well, I don't lie, dude. Like I'm gonna speak my mind. Like
No,
I remember
know.
I told you back in the day. I'm like, dude. When I met you and I was like, damn, man, she's going to be so snobby. And then you were just like, hey, what's up? Da-da-da-da. And we did, like I said, I spent the night at your house the first night we fucking met.
We were really best friends.
We were
Beating
just
him.
cool.
We just hit him.
So,
he was like our brother, our little brother that we love to hang out with.
We fucking
it was so
chilled
fun.
all the time.
All
got pizza
the time.
from Barton. Me and Kim both worked at Barton's.
All the time.
We got pizza all the time. Shout out to Barton. Shit, she hooked us up with pizza before this episode.
Shout out to Barton. Love that Barton. That's some. Barton's been in the picture
best.
for a long time in our lives too.
Dude,
really.
for real.
I think it's a rare relationship you two have because a while ago I did have a friend that was a girl that was straight. I'm straight too, but I just didn't find her attractive, and she wasn't ugly.
Do you think I'm attractive?
Yeah, I told you that. Like, dude, like I said, I'm in front of Stacy. Like Stacy knows. Like, you know, I called you beautiful, Kim beautiful. I've called her own friend. She knows that like we're married. We're fucking
You're
married,
unit,
bro.
yeah.
Like we're married,
Bro.
Like she is my bro, but we're fucking married. Like she's not.
She gets it. She's not insecure in the relationship. That's the thing.
And
some girls are, and it's a huge problem.
But yeah, continue.
No, I say it can work. I mean, I just didn't find the person attractive, like romantically. And
so you're saying if you did, you would?
Yes.
Like, can you have an attractive friend that's a girl? Without wanting to, like...
Yeah.
Like, say you came home drunk, you wouldn't want to ruin... there's a lot of friends that I have that are guys, and I don't want to ruin my friendship with them by, exploring other things with them because the friendship is too genuine for me to ever ruin.
Well,
because that can ruin so much.
It depends. I mean, I will say this. I'm going to be real. So I had a few of those where I began to find the person attractive beyond just eyesight. And then I would just say, I can't hang out with you anymore because I don't want any tension with myself. So I don't care if it's a selfish thing because I'm selfish like anybody else, but I'll admit it. And it's just the simple fact that it's like, well, if someone says, well, I like the way things are right now. Like, I'm glad you do. I don't. So I can't do this anymore.
Like, you can't handle a friend zone.
Not if because I don't usually like someone off the bat. It takes a little while. If I find out more about, their past or what music they like I only like about two things. Cars and music, that's it.
Yeah.
So if I find out that they like what I do, or if they can name some record that nobody my age can, but they're my age, suddenly I find them attractive, but they're not available. So instead of like having that tension, I just leave because I can't.
Why do you not? I just leave.
I do. I do it.
Okay.
I unfriend them. I don't talk to them anymore. I can't do it.
Hypothetically speaking, right now, you find come 100% hypothetical. Say you meet somebody on Tinder, and you guys go out to Shoops or whatever for fucking lunch, and they're like, I like nowadays hard rock. and you're like, check please. You're just out the door because of what music they like. If I could count the amount of shit me and my wife disagree on, it'd be insane.
Well, you're on Tinder for a different reason.
It is give and take. I think physically you do have to be attracted to something.
Well, if you're meeting someone on Tinder, kind of the less, I mean, I've never met anyone there. The less I know about them, the better. Because if you want to, like, just hook up with them, it's like, okay, because you find them attractive, but something they may say, you might find them unattractive.
I'm just saying, say you met a nice gal. You whatever.
Okay.
You're going out with her.
Okay.
You didn't have to meet her on Tinder.
Okay.
She's a nice chick.
Well, because that's different, though.
What? Dude, come on.
All right, but please continue your point.
Right. So you met her. She's a nice gal.
Uh-huh.
She starts saying certain things about like what you said, what music and something else. Say it was just completely polar opposite from what you thought. You would just check, please. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't just out right there.
It all depends, but that's a big subject matter. What your music taste is will kind of determine if I find you attractive or not.
Jesus, that's.
I know it's shallow. I don't care. That's who I am.
That's insane. You really wouldn't date a girl just because of a different viewpoint that they had?
I wouldn't say different viewpoint.
Well, no, just different taste, because that's really what it is. Taste.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how some people are with politics. I don't care. I don't vote.
Right.
So it's like So some people are like that. It's like, oh, you support this person. Well, I don't like you. And that's how it kind of is like with me. Like,
but you're talking with. I'm talking. No, that's completely different. That's as a person. I'm talking about when you're dating and you're looking for qualities and you're dating. That's completely different.
I don't think so. It's a subject. It's a subject I care a lot about,
right,
and there's other subjects that other people care about that I don't care about.
No, I see what you're saying, but you just wouldn't even give them a chance.
No, I give them a chance, but it's a big turnoff, and usually it's always the male that's trying to win.
Right, dude, that's a huge thing.
It's usually the male that's trying to win over the female, and honestly, it goes both ways.
It does.
So I'm not saying that's a deal breaker, but that doesn't help if you're saying, like, I can't wait to go to Lollapalooza. It's like, have fun. I'm not going. No.
Damn, dude.
No. Go do.
You might hate me.
I was like,
it's just
fine.
for real.
It's like go drop ecstasy and lose a shoe. I don't care.
You don't have to drop ecstasy to go Lolla.
That's what the kids do, or they call it Molly. I don't know.
Oh, who knows, man? They're on that teen takeover.
So.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean that's how important music is to me. If you could talk to me about, Sam Cooke or Chuck Berry or Johnny Thunders or the Ramones, cool. If Nicki Minaj is your thing, then that's fine, but it's not mine.
What about Taylor Swift?
You know what? I like the fact that she wrote her own music and everything and gave the truck drivers $100,000 bonuses.
She's a dope bitch.
But
she's a dope bitch.
But her father bought her way into the music industry. And
that's a good investment.
So I'm not fond of that. Maybe it's probably a bit of jealousy, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I'll admit it. But right. I don't think that's fair. And then it's like, oh, you can do all this. You can be great. Oh, her father gave the record label $300,000. Yeah. Of course you could do good when you pay everybody. So I go beyond the music. I look into the person.
But hold on a second. For billions of people to love her, she's doing something right, because when I got her on the radio, I can't turn it.
Me neither.
I can't turn it.
I can't distinguish.
I can't turn it. She's a good chick. It seems like she's
good people.
Fine young lady.
Yeah.
My wife isn't fond of her, but my wife does like some of her songs. But I think my wife only hates her because I love her. I love her. I love me some Swift.
Me too.
There was that video that surfaced last night of her running into Travis Kelce's arms.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah, that's a true Swiftie right
there. It's a true Swift, yeah. I wish I was him. She was running to me.
I can't tell her from the radio.
You always say, sit up, I'm here.
Can't tell. If I'm on top 40 and someone says that was Taylor Swift, I'm like, okay, I didn't know the difference. If someone put on Aretha Franklin, I'm like, all right, I can tell the difference.
Stop it. She's an icon.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, like, how she got to where she got to. That's kind of
I think it was her father investing in his daughter's success.
Well, same with Garth Brooks. Yeah, it's like, okay, everyone can be loved and get to the top when you're corrupt. Or you corrupted people.
So no, that doesn't work like that.
It does, apparently.
There's billions of people that just like her music, and you said it yourself, she wrote her own songs. So wouldn't that be her hard work?
And she produces her own stuff,
right,
too.
Like, okay.
But how she got there?
Her dad put up 300,000. That's an investment. Hey, you're 300,000. These are the songs, and if it.
But what about for the other people that don't have $300,000 to spend?
You have to make it up in a different way. That's your journey.
Exactly. Pretty corrupt.
That's not corrupt.
Yeah, it is. Okay, would she have got there?
Like, okay, there's another rapper I know, and his father invested in it. Gave him $100. He pulled like his 401k and retired. He gave the kid $100k to like start his own studio, and shit.
Who?
And he talks about it. I'm pretty sure I could be speaking. It was he's on TikTok a lot, but his other rap songs that are on Spotify, Lil Mabu. He has like this, it's called Mathematical Disrespect, but he even talks about it like he invested in himself and he got paid. Like, if you put money in, like, if I'm not mistaken, his dad gave him a loan out of his 401k when he retired and put it into his son with the record label. That's investing in this motherfucker's it. There's certain people in there that you just know they're fucking it. And people like Taylor, like, dude, stop it. She has bangers after every fucking album. Like, come on.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever met her?
I don't have
So you don't know her. You only know the side she gets.
Travis Kelsey knows her, and I listen to his podcast. He's a swell guy.
Do you know Travis? No, you don't.
I would like
to.
to.
I listen to his. I listen to New Heights. Shout out New Heights.
So you two like her from the public image she has.
No, I like her because of her songs.
Because you think
she's never because of her music.
You think she's never argued with anybody? You think she wrote all those songs completely on her own?
You said she wrote her songs.
She does.
At the beginning, when you started this entire conversation about Taylor,
she does.
You said I like how she wrote her songs. You don't like how her dad pretty much put 300,000 up to back her. That's just like having a backer. That'd be like if we were starting this podcast and Barstool came to us and was like, "Yo, I'll give you 500,000 as a backer right now to really amplify your podcast." You don't think certain people would take that to better themselves and their life?
Yeah, I do.
Succeed.
I do. Oliver, who were we listening to earlier?
Oliver Anthony.
Yeah, he wouldn't take it.
He wouldn't. But
so there you go.
Certain people
I can name one.
That would. There are certain
everyone
people
else
that would, and there are certain people that would. Oliver Anthony was already damn near $1 million off of YouTube when that thing went viral on his own.
No, he wasn't.
He even said it on Roku.
He only had 40 grand to his name.
What?
He only had 40 grand to his name.
He only had 40 grand to his name, but after that music went viral, listen, that's what I said. When his music went viral, that thing had millions of views. You know how much you get monetized off YouTube for that? He's already at like hundreds of thousands right there on his own. He didn't need that, right? He did it on his own.
Right, that's why he rejected offers.
Saying. If certain people, he only got offers afterwards. But before that, if he would have got offers, he talks about that. He probably would have did it because he just gave his life to God a month before. So he probably would have taken a record deal before it went viral. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just... That's just how I think. Like, I think Taylor is just... She did work hard, too. It takes... Not that many people like your songs just because your dad put up $300. She would have... Or $300,000. She would have... Someone would have heard her songs. And
regardless.
Yeah, it just happens for people. And that's what I mean, like, about the journey. Like...
See, I have more respect for Britney Spears. Because she was in the Mickey Mouse Club. And essentially worked.
But did you see what her dad did to her?
Yes, I did.
Right? Conservatorship? She just got... And everyone's calling her a psycho?
But she worked into the industry, not bought her way into the industry. That's the difference between...
I can understand. I see... I'm not saying I don't see your point.
That's the difference.
I'm not saying
Taylor is just as good with or without that $300,000.
Yes. That's
it's like a cheat code. Yeah. In a video game.
We all got a cheat code. And I don't like
people that play with cheat codes.
We all got a cheat code.
So...
Is that a picture of your mom on your hand?
Yeah,
I want a portrait of my dad.
All right, where at?
My hand. If I feel like if I were to get a tattoo, I would want my dad.
Dude, get it.
I would want him right now, though. Like, I wouldn't want him, like,
That's
back
what
in
I
the
did.
day, Dad.
I did my mom. Well, you would?
I would want my dad now.
This is my
So
mom's high school picture.
I would kiss his bald head all the time on my hand.
This bald head all the time. You wouldn't want him Papa Revis with hair?
He would die if I got a tattoo. I would, though. I don't want tattoos. I'm scared of them.
Dude, they're not that bad.
I'm scared to get one.
They're not
But
that
if
bad.
I did get one, I don't know what I would get. But now that I saw that, like, I would want a portrait of my dad. He's like my favorite guy on the planet.
Yeah. They're not that bad.
Technically, I have one right here.
I'm scared.
This little pen mark from slapping somebody and I hit their pen.
What?
Yeah, somebody was poking me in the ear in high school with a pen. I went to turn around, went to slap them, and I hit their pen right here. And apparently, having ink in like this is more painful than a tattoo, and it wasn't really even painful. It was annoying. It stung.
Tattoos aren't that painful.
It felt like when you fall down and you scrape your hands on the sidewalk. It was that level of pain, just in one particular spot for like an hour.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
No, it wasn't terrible, but I don't
So,
want
I mean,
tattoos.
there's certain times where it's like, damn, that kind of irritates you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's like,
I would,
it's never like, oh, I'm dying. Never. It's never a terrible.
I wish I was brave enough to get a tattoo.
What would you just get your dad?
Now that I think about it, yeah, I would.
Damn.
What's
I
stopping
convinced you
you?
to get a tat.
I would pass out at the side of the needle.
Dude, you don't even see it. People are like,
I know
I'm
it's
scared
there.
of needles.
I literally know it's there.
Well, yeah.
Can't they like put something like by your face, like so
I don't
so
know.
you don't see that?
I don't know.
Kind of like when people get tattoos in private part areas where they block it off so the other people don't see it while it's being done. I'm sure they could do some type of blockage for you.
No, it's the sounds, just being in that atmosphere.
She just knows it's a needle going into her skin.
That's what would do it for me. I would have to be I'd have to drink a case of Bud Light before I went.
They wouldn't. Well,
And
any
they
good place
wouldn't
wouldn't let you do it.
And they wouldn't let me, so it's just
Exactly.
Nah, your blood's too thin.
like I don't need it that much.
You'll bleed out.
That's the reason.
Yeah, if people are severely intoxicated, well, that's what they say. I mean, it would take a lot, and you don't bleed that much to where you should bleed. I mean, like I said, alcohol makes your blood thinner. It does do that, but it wouldn't.
But why does it do that?
It's alcohol. What do you mean?
I don't know. I just never knew.
But it's just that's what they, it's a medical thing, because there are certain people. I've seen people bleed while they do tattoo. Mine really. I mean, I bled on some, but
do you just like come up with ideas like I'm gonna get that next, or I want something right?
Yeah.
Here.
What's your next tattoo?
My next tattoo I'm getting is Tony Soprano. Yeah, T Swift. Swifty. But no, I'm gonna get it's a small portrait, like a flash portrait of Tony Soprano. And I like.
Is that Letty right here?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Dang.
Yeah.
It looks just like.
Yeah, like the dude did an amazing job.
He did.
He's the same one that did my mom. But
Are you just gonna have portraits on this arm?
Probably. That's what I'm kind of going for. Yeah, you and Kim.
Me and Kim.
Yeah, no way.
That'll go over well.
No,
never.
Hilarious.
Well, I got my wife's tattoos on this arm. It's not her face, but it's
what is it?
What is it?
It's just it's her name.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
What is it?
I'm one of those guys. It's a rose and her name. I'm one of those guys.
Her social security number. I belong to this one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just portrait. I'm gonna do portrait. Say I got a lot. I want to get John Gotti because I got Al Capone, and I want to get Tony Soprano, even though he wasn't like a real life person. James Gandolfini was a good dude, the dude who played him. But yeah, I liked it. The way he acted was amazing. You could really see his emotion.
I've never seen the show. I want to though.
It's a good show. Known as one of the best in the world ever of all time, other than like Breaking Bad.
What'd you like about it so much?
I just like Mafia, period. But the way that it was told, it was a good story. I appreciate good stories.
Have you seen Better Call Saul?
Yeah, I've seen Breaking Bad too, but Breaking Bad was way better.
Why?
It was a better written story. Had a great ending, A to Z. It was just good. You can't talk. There's a lot of people in those movie ratings and everything. Breaking Bad is the top for the top show for series wrote. Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Mm-mm.
You're lame.
I watched like 2 shows.
What do you watch?
What do you watch?
Gossip Girl?
Keeping up with the Kardashians, obviously.
You scumbag!
The Kardashians.
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Check, please. Kardashians, Taylor Swift. I gotta go. Bye.
And like Law and Order and stuff.
Oh, Law and Order.
I just watch that on repeat all the time.
Law and Order.
But I don't really watch.
Who produced that
much
one?
TV.
It's at the end. It's
Dick Wolf.
Yes, people are getting tattooed. Get
See?
a Dick
She
Wolf
watches
tattoo.
it. She does watch it. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like a deer in the head. Fuck that.
I could recite the whole little
Damn, man.
beginning. It's a good show.
That'll get you out of some shit, though. You ever get arrested?
Hell yeah. Like, I learned a lot from that show, to be honest. It's like, if I'm about to be shoved into a trunk, like, how am I going to get out? How am I going to signal that I need help? Or
have you ever gotten a sense where, like, a dude's been like that with you? As a girl, I've never been... I've never asked you that question. That's kind of...
There was one time when I was at Strax, though. I just left the gym and I went to Strax in Crown Point before I went home. And I felt as though I was being followed. And I am very aware of my surroundings. Everywhere I go, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is, if I'm with my kids or if I'm by myself. I'm just naturally very aware of my surroundings because it's a scary world. But I felt as though I was being followed. So I just naturally call someone just to like talk. I need someone to talk to me to make sure.
Probably the
I'm
smartest
not,
decision you could do.
Not like to make myself like hyped up or like worried or anything. I call someone just to make sure I'm like, listen, hey, I feel like I'm being followed. Talk to me. Like, So I actually called Justin, and he just like was like, well,
co-parent.
Yeah, co-parent. He's like, what is he wearing? Like, description stuff. And then I got off the phone with him, and then I went up to the front. And I was like, yo, I need someone to walk me out of here. I'm scared.
Hustle.
And there's nothing that came about it, but like I knew to like take the initiative to make sure I got out of there safe because it's scary.
Females go through a lot of shit, man.
But that's
50-50. Because, you guys will get out of a fucking ticket real fast. We won't. Scumbags.
No, it goes both ways.
Nah.
Yes, it does.
Stop it. A girl is way easier to get out of a ticket than a dude. Stop it.
You can pull
Kelsey,
so many cards. You can
Come on.
Wait, have you ever
Stop it. The whole world.
Have you ever been a girl?
No.
I mean, so you don't know.
What the fuck? You can tell. What do you mean?
Well,
if number one, 90%
I can tell
of the
you.
police force is a male.
Yeah.
You can absolutely say, probably over 90. Number two, that means by human nature, you are attracted to women, unless you're huge, you just don't like the music, and you're like, you're out on everyone.
Man, your radio station sucks, I'm writing you
You're
up.
out on everyone automatically, but it's 20 times easier for a female to get out of a ticket than a male, and probably more than 20 times. Like, stop it.
Not even just a ticket. It could
Like
be
what you said. That was the first thing she said. She's a female sitting next to me. Mm-hmm. She just said, "There's so many cards you can pull."
No, you really can.
It's boom right there.
Well,
like,
I'll tell you,
that's
the easiest one's honesty, because I've gotten out of a lot of tickets. Probably
I'm not saying I have.
Probably 90%, maybe 95%, and I'm guilty of everything I'm pulled over for.
I'm not saying
I lie every time and I get a ticket sometimes.
I get a warning. No, you get a ticket.
I did.
They
get
do
a ticket
ticket.
because I lied and I said I dropped my phone, and he said, "Then why is your phone plugged in?" I lied and said I dropped it. Yeah. But I didn't because I was swerving. I was literally speeding.
Yeah, you guys can't drive for shit.
That's
as females.
Another sexist statement.
I don't care.
No,
that's true though.
Facts.
But they do. I feel like on any given day they have a better chance of getting out of a ticket better than a male, for sure.
Facts.
I've seen my own family that are females like
just as
been pulled over.
I will say this. I think they have more of a chance of getting harassed than a male.
That's true, because they open that door when they're trying to get out of the ticket, if you will. You know what I mean? They do use their girly girl voice and
gone through things or said things they didn't want to say to get out of it. So I think it might be a bit more uncomfortable. I don't know. I've never been a police officer. I've never been a woman.
Right.
So I can't judge.
Well, I mean, we got a woman sitting here. And
right. Well,
is that your only ticket?
Experience?
No, I've had tickets before, but I have gotten out of
how many
a lot
you
of
that are like way obscene. Probably.
I'm speeding. It's always speeding. It's not like I'm just acting like crazy.
Right. You're not like committing DUIs.
I just speed a lot, and when I do get caught, I feel like them seeing my radar detector kind of is just like, you still got pulled over and you have a radar detector. So
Stupid.
they're like, you dumbass, I'm giving you a ticket.
And what kind of car do you drive?
A mom car.
Which is what, a minivan?
No, it's like a
Big Ultima Energy?
What?
Big, well, I never heard that.
What did you say?
I said Big Ultima Energy.
Yeah.
No, what's that?
It's a Chevy Trax.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom drives that car.
But I
It is
fly.
a mom car.
It is a mom car, but I fly. But I'm
Nice.
But I feel like girls have a better chance of getting free stuff than boys do.
Oh, well,
Free stuff.
I mean, I can't count how many times. Like,
Free
there's a lot of
drinks.
men. Yeah, there's a lot of men
Yes.
that don't get free drinks when girls just approach them at the bar.
I've
I
gotten
agree,
guys drinks before, just like, oh, do you want a shot? Just because like I go up there by myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, do you want a shot to like whoever it is? I don't even know them. Just to be nice, like
Yeah.
a little friendly starter. It's
Yeah.
just switch up the vibe, you know. It's always guys have to buy the guys. Always gotta buy the girl a drink. I'm gonna buy me a little.
Come on, Kelsey.
Right, I'm gonna buy a
Equality.
little.
Let's go.
Right, then they'll come buy me another one.
Yeah, now you buy me.
Now you buy me one. But no, I've done that, and it's just like it's a nice gesture because some guys are just expected to get girls drinks, and the
Right.
narrative doesn't always have to be like that.
Right. But on the subject of tickets, I will say one thing. Like, when I get pulled over, I'm always guilty of whatever I've done, and I don't lie about it. So,
Yeah.
I'm not saying, well, I guess whatever.
I
I don't
lie.
I don't lie. And,
Yeah.
like, I'll give you one example. It happened 2 years ago, which is pretty funny. I was turning around, I was pulling a U-turn. Two things I shouldn't do. I was pulling a U-turn. I was in a big Lincoln Town car, too. So, it just started snowing. It's rear-wheel drive. I dropped it in the first gear, and then I brake torqued it and went like that to do the U-turn. Police officer saw me do it. And he said, I got pulled over. And,
Giddy up.
and he said, is there a reason why you're driving this way? I'm not making this up. Not only did I not deny it, I said, well, the car's oversized, so if I actually pulled the U-turn, I'd have to make a 3-point turn, and I would have obstructed traffic, so I was thinking about public safety. So that's why I burned rubber to make the turn. And then the guy's like, oh, it's like, I just make sure you're not drunk or you're not an asshole. I'm like, well, I'm not drunk, but I'm an asshole. And I was like, sorry, I'm only worth that $200 ticket, not the $12,000 DUI. And he was like, all right, see you later. I was like, I'm trying to get some drunk people right now, not assholes.
Oh man.
So that was one of the. And so I've been pulled over tens of times, probably 60.
Huh.
All for stuff like that. All for like
That fucking sucks. How many fucking points you got on your license?
0.
You've been pulled over 60 times and you only have 0 points on your
0
license.
points.
Well, I mean,
Stop.
This is over a course.
So that means you've gotten. So that means every time,
Like, no
what you
tickets.
said,
No
you've
tickets.
been pulled over and you always tell the truth, and you've been 0 tickets and 60 times.
Not 0 for 60, but probably 5 and 60.
Yeah,
Over the course of
that's
20
nuts.
over the course of 20 years.
that's crazy.
But I have a procedure. Windows, that doesn't matter how cold it is. Windows down, interior lights on. I turn the engine off when the officer's midway between his car or her car and my car.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is something I kind of figured out. I just keep telling them more and more information because I think they have to remember everything. So, like, oh, what are you doing out here? It's like, well, I'm trying to get the Baskin-Robbins ice cream for my... This actually was, like, about 10 years ago. So I'm trying to get the Baskin-Robbins ice cream for my girlfriend. And she only wants the peanut butter and chocolate one. And that Jewel closed at 10, so I'm trying to get to that Jewel there. And
You're giving me too much information.
Exactly. When I keep talking, and they have to remember about what ice cream's at what store, like, all right, just get out of here, you asshole.
No.
So that's how it always works. I just give them too much.
Dude, there's no. Yeah, come. I don't buy that shit.
You
there's
want
no
to go?
way.
You want to get pulled over? Do you want to get pulled over?
I would've-
I've been pulled over a lot, and that shit does not work all the time.
I
It
would've-
may work sometimes, but probably not 5 for 60.
I tell them.
Like that's insane.
I tell them to search the car too. Like, search the car. I don't care. And they're like, oh, we don't need. And this happened like a while ago. They're like, oh, we don't have to do that. I was like, hey, I'm missing a pair of vice grips. You want to save me a trip to the hardware store? I'll say this to the police. And they never, because I had my car searched once, and voluntarily, I was like, oh my god, you found my cookies. Because I know everything that's in the car, and there's nothing in the car that's not supposed to be.
Yeah, right.
So I just don't care. I got nothing to hide. So
No,
I'm not
saying you
concerned.
do, but I'm saying that seems crazy.
Maybe if luckily it's not Massachusetts
Yeah.
where I have a safety inspection, they discovered that one of my brakes is missing. But we're in the Midwest. We don't have.
What do you do for work, Kels?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I wish.
Real Housewives over here.
Right? I wish.
Oh
Just
shit.
still bartending.
Nice.
Slinging them drinks.
It's honest work.
Making that fast cash.
Yeah.
I'm really at like a point in my life where I'm over it though. And like I don't enjoy, like I enjoy it, but like I'm ready to move on and do something more fun and fulfilling. And I just haven't figured that out yet. So I'm in like, I'm going through like
I feel
30s crisis.
Quarter-life crisis.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure things out because I don't know. I'm going through something right now. I don't know what it is, but I am in a good, positive way. But I'm for sure going through something.
I feel like around this age, like I mean, you know, there's other people. You know, he's older than us, but like we're around the same age. I feel like that's kind of something that I feel like that too.
Yeah.
Like where you kind of get to a point where you're like, dude, why don't we? Man, I'm getting sick and tired of just fucking doing this. I want to do this. Like I really want to go for this or that. Yeah, I think you should just go for whatever you want to go for, Kelsey.
I am. I've been saying yes to like everything lately. I've just been doing things I normally wouldn't do. I've been buying myself that cute shirt that I normally wouldn't buy because I want to get my kids this. Like I've been doing stuff for myself lately, and I've been enjoying life again because my 20s, like I said, was all for my kids, but I just neglected myself, and I'm finally like getting back to myself, to who I was before I had kids. Like you literally change when you have kids, and I did.
You do,
and I did, and I'm not that I'm like I changed to something bad, but I'm just like getting back to like I am catering to my inner child right now.
Dude,
as an adult,
Michael Jackson over here.
I am catering to everything.
Never landed
because her mom ruined her childhood.
No.
I'm like catering to all the things I got to miss out in.
Yeah,
when
you
I was
do miss out on
Yeah,
shit,
you
bro.
do, and I'm living.
It sucks.
I'm living it right now, and I've been having so much fun.
Yeah,
I'm living no
feel
drama
that.
in life.
I feel
like
that.
I try to be so nice to everyone that I come across. I try to do and be kind to everyone. I don't.
You're a pretty cool person.
Overall. I'm a great fucking catch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, come on.
What did I say? Like I just, I'm good people, and I need to. I want to spread that. I want to,
Yeah, I feel that.
Continue my journey with my people, and raise my kids.
Yeah.
To be everything they are gonna be in life.
Dude,
Football
it's crazy
stars.
watching kids grow.
So what do you want to do? You know what you want to stop.
I don't have an answer because I am discovering it.
Yeah.
I'm in the discovering era, and I'm discovering who and what I am.
You know what's wild? Our kids. This is fucked up to say, but our kids are gonna be in a era like.
They're gonna have
your
eras.
son and my daughter. We're like they're gonna get in arguments at school. And like every mom now, I mean, they're not every mom. This is that's a terrible general. I don't mean every mom. I'm gonna put this out. There's a lot of females out there with that fucking OnlyFans.
No.
Like wait till like sons get in arguments in high school and they're just like, oh yeah, look at your mom's boobs.
But listen,
like, dude, it's over. That's gonna be the worst argument right there.
But either way,
could you imagine like Tom and Mike arguing in 10th grade? Like, no, I'm gonna beat you. No, I'm gonna beat you. Well, check out. Oh, look at his mom. Everyone.
That's crazy.
His mom's. Dude, that is a generation like. That's what I'm saying. Like that shit's ruining people.
No, it is, and I feel bad for those kids that have to experience that.
Dude,
I do feel bad for my kids though because I got a MILF of a mom and their little friends.
Dude,
not gonna lie.
I wasn't gonna say that to you, but dude, when I asked you to be on the podcast, I was like, "Yo, can you be on the podcast?" You're like, "What's it about, MILFs?"
MILFs.
There's shit.
Like, what am I gonna? It's not like I would, like these moms are freaks with their kids. Friends and stuff. Like, that's not the case. I do aspire to be a good-looking older woman. I don't plan to,
Every female does.
Like, I'm not gonna hide. Like, I'm in my prime. I'm not gonna, wear turtlenecks and sweats all day long. I'm gonna look good and I'm gonna feel good. And it is what it is. Like, you know, I am a woman. I have woman features, and I'm going to show them. I do not care.
Shit, they say you don't even reach your prime until you're in your third, you know, between 30, 33, 34.
I've never felt as good as I
They say that's like your prime as,
like I do
as
now.
a human.
It is crazy. When I turned 30, something happened. I'm not kidding.
Dude.
To me personally.
I feel that too, yeah.
Like, it was a switch. Like,
I agree.
Mentally, physically.
I agree.
Just a whole bunch of things just really hit me like, damn, bitch.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 30 years.
Come on.
Come on.
Come
Keep
on.
it coming. Keep it coming, girl. Keep treating me good. Just gotta take care of yourself or you will spiral.
Yeah.
You literally have to take
agree.
care of yourself. And that's what I'm doing right now because I feel like it can only get better if I take care of myself.
Yeah.
For my kids, for everyone around me, at the end of the day.
Oh, for sure. It's, yeah. You always got to take, and it's weird because you, for a long time, like what you say, you spent your 20s, you know, you spent your 20s on your kids. You're always putting them in front of you. Well, yeah, that's their molding state. You want,
and now that I'm 30, it's not
to be a better person in society.
Right, it's not like I'm not catering to my kids now because I'm 30 or because they're getting older. I still am, but I'm doing things a little bit different because things are different. They're older. Right. They don't need me as much as they used to when they were younger. So it's like I need to take care of myself from all the years that I lost.
Absolutely.
Doing that.
So she explained herself changing. What changed for you when you hit your 30s?
Kind of the same as like you realize a lot. Like I feel like honestly as a human, I don't feel like I got like how should I say this? Like my brain, if you will, or my way of thinking, fully matured until between the ages of 26 and 30 years old.
That's what I heard.
I think like between those 4 years, your body and your mind go into a different stage. I feel like, you know, not everyone, because, you know, obviously that's speaking for everyone, but not everyone. You go through a lot of different scenarios. I mean, you think about it from when you're 8 or when you move out into the world and you start really interacting with people. People that are different than just your parents. People that are different than just your cousins. People that are different than just your brothers and best friends that we just have the same views. And you start interacting and you end up you accumulate all this knowledge. I mean, at least I did.
You're open-minded.
And, yeah.
You see other points of views.
Between the years of 24 and 30, really, I mean, 26 and 30, really when you're 26 was when I was kind of like, damn, man, like I feel like I know a little. Like, I'm not saying I know it all, but I know a little. Like, shit's, you know, you're like, okay, I've learned from this, I've learned from this.
Right.
By the time you're about 30, you're like, this is what I need to do. This is what I want to do.
I need to focus on this.
This is how I get here. This is how I can maybe accomplish this. This is how I can maybe do this. And you kind of, you know more because honestly, it is with experience. That's why they say older people have wisdom because they've experienced it all. And that's paying all respects to people that are like, you know, moms, father, grandmothers, everything. And they experience certain things in life. And that's why they say like the older you get, the more wisdom you get. But I feel like between the ages of like 26 and 30, you really kind of start, like it starts sinking in like, what you want to do, maybe how to attack it, how to maybe do something, and that's what ultimately everybody wants to do.
You also,
to be more
when you're
successful
in those age frames, like 26 to 30, you also discover a lot of your childhood trauma.
Yes.
And you have to figure out how to deal with it.
Yes.
Or you will spiral.
Yeah.
You have to do it in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, you have to as an adult. You have to deal with your childhood
100%.
or it will continue to haunt you for your entire life. And
I agree.
It's really crazy that you are forced to deal with things that happened when you were young.
That were out of your control.
Because mainly your parents
put you in those
situations. But if you don't,
man.
That's a whole nother
situation.
situation.
This ain't even trauma. I'm going to bring you something right here. My mom, I mean, I guess it would be trauma for some people.
Yeah.
But I remember my mom whacked the dude with a shovel. Right in the fucking head, dog.
When?
Dude,
Where?
When I was a kid, we moved to Florida for like 6 or 7 months.
No,
I swear to fucking my 4'9" mom. We moved to Florida for like 8 months, dog. And we were with this before. She was with my dad now. We were living Anyways, so our neighbor was like an apartment complex, and there was this drunk dude. He was drunk all the time, right? And my mom's boyfriend at the time was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Da, 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 da." And the other guy was drunk. He's like, "Shut up! I'll come over there and kick your ass." And my mom's boyfriend was like, "Bring it on!" Dog, this fucking drunk guy comes over. He's like 6'3", beard, looks like a Hell's Angel. Fucking comes over to my fucking mom's boyfriend, who's only... My mom's 4'9". Her boyfriend at the time was only like 5'5". He's my height. Maybe I'm 5'6". So he's shorter than me. This dude fucking comes over, just fucking decks him. And he's in the front yard, they're rolling on the ground. And the taller dude gets to ground and pound position. Like, he's just beating the shit out of this guy. And I go into the house and I'm like, "Mom, Steve's getting his ass whooped." His name was Steve. Steve's getting his ass whooped, dog. Like, you gotta do something. My mom opens the garage door, comes barreling out like an Oompa Loompa with a shovel. Bink! And knocked this dude fucking down and started hitting him like 3 more times. Yeah. Dude, I swear to God, put that on my daughter. Nah, it would be traumatizing. I was dying, dude. I was laughing, but it would have been traumatizing for some other kids, I imagine.
Yeah, it probably would be, but that's funny from your mom coming from.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's because you met her. The listeners and the people watching haven't met her, but bro, she, like I said, she's 4'9".
4'9". 4'9" says it all.
Comes barreling out with a spaded shovel, ready to take some fucking names.
I do want to touch real fast on what you two said earlier about how your mid-20s, I guess, will change you or affect you.
I would say late 20s.
I would late 20s.
Yeah, late 20s for sure.
I think it all depends on everyone's. I'm not going to fully agree or disagree, but I started taking care of myself better around that time thanks to Etienne over here, because he was my exercise buddy when we were doing that in our mid-20s, and I still struggle every now and then with proper food consumption just because, well, cheap, fast stuff is not good for you.
Right.
So, I mean, this is like I've been trying to avoid stuff, but this is like the 4th time I've had pizza in like 6 meals. But, I don't know, I mean, like, nothing had to happen for me to just think, like, I need to start taking care of myself or whatever, but personally, I mean, I still struggle with, like, trying to think, like, all right, maybe I'm not a good person. Maybe this is why people don't want to talk to me anymore. Or maybe I'm a little intense or I'm a little different. Not like I'm different, I'm special. Like,
you think that's because the way you eat, bro?
Because I eat? No, I'm talking about, like, in general. So it's like not everyone had the same upbringing. Not everyone's an only child. And
right.
But, so I guess... That's kind of a rare thing because a lot of people, at least in America, have brothers, have sisters, and they still talk to their parents. And I'm not like that, so I'm not gonna be able to relate to you as easily. So I don't know. If anything, I kind of felt like that little wake up call you guys got in your mid or early. I got that much earlier. I think it actually happened when I was 17. Maybe like there's fallouts with friends or whatever. Yeah. I mean, because I've gone through, he's one of the few I've known since 3rd grade. I still keep in touch with him. Right. But it's like, all right, so it's my fault. I'm not, even if I got into a car accident and someone ran a stop sign and, I didn't, I still say, well, it's my fault because I didn't react fast enough. Or I don't know, I take maybe too much responsibility. Yeah. If that makes any sense, but and like how I react to like, my mom or to like if I had to find another drummer all of a sudden, it's all my fault. It's like if I was doing something where they decided they want to stay in my life, then, but obviously I wasn't, which is why they parted from my life. It's my fault. And this is not a new attitude. I've had this since I was 17. Mm-hmm. So, but death you can't avoid. Your dog dies, a friend dies, a loved one dies. Yeah. What can you do? And even when my dad died because he, didn't take care of himself, I was never angry of that. I never thought like, oh, I should have done something. Or I was like, no, this guy drank and he didn't drink water. He didn't eat. Right. He didn't take care of himself. That's his fault. I have nothing to do with him dying. Right. Had we been in a car accident and I was intoxicated and I hit a tree and I took him out, but I still survived, okay, it'd be my fault. Right. But I've kind of learned to take responsibility. Not learned. This has been a while. It's been 20 years now. Like, I'll take responsibility for everything, good or bad. And but as far as like someone doing something or whatever that I don't approve of, and then their life goes down the gutter, well, that's got nothing to do with me. I didn't make that decision for them.
Right.
So, as weird as that sounds, nothing happened to me in my mid-20s. It was earlier, I guess. If that makes any sense. But
I'm talking... No.
But you spend a lot of time
I
isolated, you think about a lot of
I
things.
think you misinterpreted what I said. Like, I'm talking about people, like, when you go out into the world, like, you weren't going out into the world from when you were fucking 0 to 16.
Dude,
I'm saying,
well,
you're working a 9 to 5 job, you're interacting with the world. Like, you got bills to pay, shit like that. Like, you weren't... you know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't working at 9. You weren't a sweatshop in a Chinaman. Come on.
I'll tell you something that you don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. When you go out in the world and you learn about life and you're like, you move in with people and you're doing stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, when you get to that point, I think you turned it into like you were going into like, stuff like with your parents, like, and how by 17 you were like that. Like, I'm not saying that by any means about your upbringing. I'm saying about when you go out in the world, bro.
Right. Well, I'll tell you something really quickly, and then I'm sorry because I feel like I'm speaking too much here. But,
no, you're good.
So Etienne knew me when everything in my childhood was good. Parents were driving brand new BMWs every 2 years. Yeah. Two houses, a place in Chicago, a place in Northwest Indiana, Beverly Shores, by the way. And then one day, that all changed. Yeah. Cars are getting repossessed. The house is starting to get leaked because my dad lost his business. And I started going to school on the south side of Chicago. Yeah. And so...
But you said you were born on the south side too, right?
I was, but I didn't live on the south side. Okay. So I went really quickly from expensive dinners to fancy cars to how are we gonna make it through? And that happened when I was a teenager, and also going to high school on the south side. You see a very different type of people versus at a private school on the north side of Chicago. Mm-hmm. So I guess I saw all that. And even when I was a teenager, sometimes my parents would go to Puerto Rico for a month, not even tell me, and then I'd be left with the nanny that lived on 18th Street. Mm-hmm. So I saw that side, at a young age. So
no, I see what you're saying. I mean, dude, there were times when I had a single mom, and my mom, she had to work 2 jobs, and I've seen, like I said, I'm not saying that's another thing everyone kind of has to realize is everyone's going through shit. Right. Whether it's Kelsey, whether it's Kelsey's mom, whether it's Kelsey's dad, whether it's fucking anyone. My mom, anyone's mom, the guy across the street, fucking 2 blocks away. Everyone is going through shit. Every single person in this world. Yep. And that's what you kind of realize when you're at that age is what I'm meaning. It really starts to settle in. Now, like I said, and it goes exactly what I was saying before. You kind of relate in this more to your parents. Like you said, your parents would leave for a couple weeks or whatever. You're by yourself and you're with your nanny. I understand that. I've had to have a lot of babysitters as my mom was a single mom. But what I'm saying is once you get out into the world, you're out there, you're out paying your bills and stuff like that. You're working with different people and you're encountering different people and there's so many new things. Like I said, about the age of 26, between 26 and 30, that's when it's damn, man, everyone is going through some fucking shit.
Literally.
It fucking sucks.
In so many different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I knew that earlier too because I worked at a music venue and for 6 years, and I would meet different people every day from all over the world, different ages, different races, different genders, whatever. So it's and it never bothered me if a woman was in charge or the stage manager for the day. It's it's I don't care what you are, you're the stage manager. I'm here to listen to what you have to tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, you just give respect. Yeah,
I've always been like that though.
Yeah. So. Hell yeah, dude. Speaking of respect, you remember fucking Kim used to be disrespecting bitches. She used to whoop a lot of ass.
She used to mop the floor with bitches.
Our best friend, yeah, dude.
Fucking Kim.
Disrespect on people all day.
Disrespect them.
She was, and it's so funny to see her
because they deserved. Oh, she's
she's one of the most successful people in the world.
She's my idol.
She's an awesome.
She's my Taylor Swift.
I can't. Yeah, dude.
To the Swift.
Can I talk about Taylor Swift with you guys just for a second?
No, you're good.
No, I just objectively want to know, what do you like about forget about the past, because the past is, I guess, what I have a problem with. Forget that. What do you like about the music so much? The melody, the
I like her as a person. She's so giving. She's so selfless. She
makes-
helps
yeah.
so many people. And her music's dope. And I relate.
She makes a lot of relatable songs, and I think
So
with
relatable.
artists you gotta have a lot of relatability.
So you like her as a person and an artist.
And I think
Yeah.
she's like so funny, and like she's
Yeah.
a weirdo, and I love weird people. And
For sure.
she's a weird. Like
Yeah,
if you
she
watch
seems
her,
like a good person.
her documentaries
I haven't.
on Netflix of her tours, amazing. That's why I like her, is because of those documentaries.
What makes her good on tour?
It's just like the backstage stuff, like of her as being a person, like a regular person.
She probably
She's
looks out for all her crew.
She's
you know
a good
what I mean?
person,
Make sure
yeah.
they're getting what they deserve, or, what they get.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like I said, like it just. But to me, I think she just makes really relatable music.
She
I relate
does.
to a lot of people. Like I'm a fan of a lot of people that make relatable music.
I mean, that's what gets my interest in music. But like,
I mean,
what do you relate in her lyrics? Like, tell me, because I'm sure I probably could too.
It's just catchy.
What's
It's
that
a bop.
Yeah, well, one it's catchy, but the other the lyric like like about that, like there was that one song. This was like in her early years, but like that, she wears short skirt. Yeah, whatever. You know that song, but it's about a girl being left out by a jock that's always with the pretty girl. Like if you listen to the song, there's probably a lot of girls that could relate.
Relatable.
To that. But unfortunately, because it's catchy, like what she said, I listen to it. I listen to the lyrics, and it's like, damn. There's probably a lot of girls that could relate to that.
Hell yeah.
So it's not that I can relate to that music. It's just she makes a lot of relatable music.
For other
And then
people.
it's like what she said, it's catchy. So naturally,
And
my
she has-
ears listen. And I start, because I'm the type of dude that listens to lyrics. And
And
obviously that song
the different
is
age
about
groups,
that.
the different
being
age
friend-zoned
groups.
as a girl or being passed up for a prettier girl. And I'm sure there's a million females out there that can attest to that. For sure.
Right.
That's why she has so many fans. She makes very relatable music.
And the age groups too, like
You know.
older girls, little girls, like grandmas,
Dude,
little kids,
like, yeah.
nursery rhymes.
Taylor's a fucking icon.
She does it all.
Yeah,
She does
it all.
Taylor for president.
Stop it. You got her on the radio. You can't turn it.
You can't.
Just shake it off.
Shake it up. That's funny.
Yeah. That's what I think of her. For sure.
Welcome to Taylor Talk.
Yeah, Taylor Talk.
That'd be a good podcast.
Yeah, ain't it? That was like a quarter of this episode was Swift.
That's fun.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, ain't it?
Yeah, lyrics make or break an artist
Yeah.
to me too. But obviously, I mean, I don't know. It's and that's fine. I mean, I like pop music.
What do
too.
you not like about her? How about that? Other than her dad put up $300,000 to the record label. What makes you hate her? Because that wasn't her.
I
That was
don't
her
hate
dad.
her. I don't hate her.
Well, dislike the
I
way
don't
she
hate
got
her.
into the industry.
I don't hate anybody.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift
but
song?
What? Yeah. Yeah. I hate it. What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
I can't name them because I'm not a fan.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Do you know any? Like, have you heard?
Well,
Come on,
I've
you
heard-
can't
I've
say
heard, I've
that.
heard Shake It
Yeah.
Off, of course.
That's your favorite.
Yeah,
say
that's
that.
Well, I
it.
haven't heard the rest, so it's not my favorite.
But
You should listen.
you know what I mean.
I'm not saying
It's what do you not like about her other than her dad put up $300,000 for a record?
I mean, that's the thing.
But that no,
literally.
Other
literally
than that, you just hate her as a.
I don't
sorry, not hate her. Not hate her.
Damn.
Sorry, don't like her. You don't like her. Why?
I
That just
understand
turns
it,
you
like,
off of her though.
No, I don't have anything against her personally. It's just
Right.
the fact that, like, all right, so I play guitar. I'm in 2 bands, and
Right.
I know I could easily play guitar or bass on stage next to her and follow the music easily.
Shout out
Well-
to Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Taylor, hire him.
If you need a touring musician,
This
here I am.
man is upset.
And no, I'm not upset.
No, I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
I'm not upset.
joking.
But it would be like,
I'm
well, let me rephrase. It would be like if you ever gone to school with which
If you got to meet her.
we've all gone to high school. Have you ever seen like somebody pull up like in a brand new car that their father bought for them?
Of
And then you get
course.
jealous because you got the piece of shit for $500 if you even had a car in
Yeah,
high school.
I
But
did.
then it's like, oh, well, this person has it at 18 because daddy took care of
Yeah.
it. I mean, wouldn't there
And
be
it's
a little bit of jealousy?
I mean, that's a natural human reaction.
so
is to have
that's my
Well,
reaction.
the
Kinda
natural
like that.
human. No, that's insane. That the natural human reaction is like, oh yeah, his dad got him a car, but I'm like, fuck it, like I got my car. Like that's how I thought.
I forgot about the shades.
Yeah, that's how I
Can't
always
see
thought.
shit.
No, but that's just how I go. It's like, okay, it's easy to get that when someone else covers the tab and does the hard work. Even though the father was a stock market investor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's like, okay, so he obviously gambled and it paid off.
We had a high schooler that his dad bought him a Nissan 350Z in steroids.
Who?
No, I can't put his name out there. He's still around. If he was dead, I would. Yeah, dude. Remember, he got bulked up.
I do remember.
He was
that,
ripped.
actually.
His dad bought him a Nissan 350Z, and he was fucking whipping around in the parking lot, and you know he was on them roids. Because he was a fucking dork otherwise. Oh. That's why his dad did it for him. But his dad was a lawyer.
He was looking out.
Yeah,
Like Taylor Swift's dad.
Yeah, for sure. Like Taylor Swift's dad.
And honestly, I mean, there's almost kind of no reason to be annoyed about that because she obviously gave $100,000 bonus to each truck driver, which I think amounted to like $15 million.
On top of her dancers and stuff that she did that too.
So in a weird way,
fucking soldier.
So
hell yeah,
giving away money.
It's like
fucking call her Oprah. The fuck.
So it's like
literally they don't do that like they used to.
Dude.
Oprah used to give some shit out. They don't do that anymore. No talk show.
Nah.
So it's like tipping at a restaurant. You don't have to do it. I mean, or like an Uber trip. Taylor didn't have to do it.
Right.
She did it. Did she give away more than $300,000 and stuff? Yes, she did. So
that's awesome.
I tried to see the whole picture here, and then in a weird way, with anything, it's like, okay, when I shouldn't be upset about something because she more than gave back. She gave back 30.
Don't you think, like, when you think about her dad and you're like, but damn, a real motherfucker made it. Like, that's how I look at it. Damn, man, when you hear all that cool shit she did, you're like, damn, but a real motherfucker made it. Like, that's cool as fuck.
I still see it as a cheat code.
Right?
Still see it, like, you bypassed, you did all that.
I mean, she could have sucked and he could have put that money up for her and it
she
could have flopped.
Fucking flopped like Rico Suave.
Right. But he took the chance and...
Right.
Yeah.
And I think he knew that she was something special.
Yeah.
I think that was the case with Avril Lavigne, too. Because she's from Canada.
She was cloned.
No, she's from Canada.
How about that?
I've heard about that.
Well, she's from Canada.
I believe it.
And then...
Really?
I wouldn't put it past.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I don't believe it, but...
Yeah, people think Gucci Mane was cloned, too.
He probably was.
So her dad did a similar thing, Avril Lavigne's, and went from Canada to Nashville to make her a country star. And I think they said you're too pretty for country or something. That you're gonna be a pop star.
To Avril Lavigne?
Yes.
I don't think she's pretty at all.
Well, she wanted to be a country star originally.
Doesn't do it for me either.
Doesn't do it for me.
Not a fan.
Oh, you're not a skater boy.
No. I like the songs.
I like the songs,
I just don't
but that
think...
doesn't mean I think she's attractive.
Yeah, I don't think she's anything special.
Do you like T Swift though?
We can keep talking about her. Keep bringing her up. I will do anything to talk about Taylor Swift.
You're silly. Oh shit. What was the other thing I was gonna talk? I was gonna talk about something else. Man. This has been a fucking wild ride.
It's been up and down, these combos.
For real. I love it.
It's swifted.
Yeah.
You want to hear a couple notes? I'm just kidding.
What you got going on?
I really love this microphone.
Other than Arizona. How long are you staying there? Till Friday, you said?
Yep, and then we'll make her come back with me, hopefully.
To stay for how long?
The weekend. Just the weekend to hang out with the boys.
All right.
Because they are mad at me that I'm going to see her without them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
My daughter's mad at me that you're over here right now.
She texted me.
Yeah, she's upset.
She's the cutest. I love her.
Kids are crazy.
My
daughter's like my best friend.
When she turns 21, I'm taking her out.
Oh God, no!
Taking her to Arizona.
Isn't that crazy that you think about how quick children grow? And I think
she's
that's
10,
why years
right?
go
9.
through so fast. She's 9.
Bryce
and
just turned 10, and
holy shit, man! What the?
A whole decade. Yeah, of having a child.
10 more years. Just think, as fast as this 10 went, even faster he's gonna be 20. Because this 10 it's gonna go by just the same. Mm-hmm. We just know it now.
It went by so fast. Remember when I had him and it was supposed to be a girl? Dude. I was gonna name her Lagan.
I was like, what would you name your kid? You're like, Lagan? And I'm like, Leggin?
Leggin?
What the fuck is a leggin? Don't do that to that kid. You're like, no, it's Lagan. I can't name her that.
If I had a girl,
Leggin?
that's her. That would have been her name.
I know somebody with a kid named Lincoln.
I like Lincoln.
What's
That's
wrong with
cute.
Lincoln? Yeah,
There's
Lincoln.
nothing wrong.
I think-
Lincoln lawyer.
But he likes Lincoln cars, so
I
that's
think-
where it came from. I'm not making that up.
If I ever had a son, I think I'd name him either Dallas or Nate.
Not Nate.
It's gotta be Nate. Well, Nate's after my favorite MMA fighter because I love UFC, Nate Diaz.
I like Dallas.
Dallas
That's
is my
cute.
favorite character from The Outsiders, so I would have to. That's my one of my favorite books
Do
ever.
you plan on
Why?
having another child? Do you want another child?
Yes and no. Like a part of you as a parent, when you have one child, there's a part of you that mixes when it comes down to the final decision. Like if you want one, and it's well, not. I mean, it is. Ultimately, you could use protection, get cut, which I never would. But there's ultimate decisions that you make. You take those chances of whatever it may have you, or using protection, and. There's a part of me that's like, damn, man, I want another one. I want a boy to pass on my name. Because my name ends with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Once she gets married, she don't have my name no more. And my name dies. My last name.
Dunzo.
Yeah, unless I have a boy to carry it around. Able to pass it on.
Mm-hmm.
So a part of me like that makes me want to have a son. Or there's another part of me that's like, damn, man, do you want to start
back over?
I mean, it's really starting
She's
from
gonna be 10.
scratch. She does everything on her own. She wipes her own ass.
Right.
Like
yeah, my kids
what
are
I'm
like
saying?
teenagers.
Yeah, your kids are like your kids are what? You're
They're a little over a year.
Your oldest is a year older than my daughter, and your other one's a year
younger.
a couple years younger. But it's that's where you're kind of at a crossroads. You're like, damn, man, do I want to start over? I wish, honestly, I would have had if I
Right
would
away,
have a boy
back
and a
to
girl,
back.
I would do it fucking back to back. But I don't know about now. My daughter's 9, so
I couldn't imagine having a child now.
yeah.
Again, like if I Bryson Ashton and then boop, pregnant. I don't know
Dude,
what I would do in that moment
Man.
of having another child. I know in my heart and soul that I don't want any more kids.
I've rethought it. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm happy
So-
with my 2. They have the same mom, the same dad, and that's all I ever wanted for my kids.
Yeah,
Was
that's
to always go together with their mom. When they go to their dads, they go together with their dad. And that is, considering the circumstances, I'm thankful that they have the same dad. And I don't have to send one kid with that dad and
Right.
another kid with that dad. Like, I couldn't, that life was not meant for me.
That's amazing. That's good.
But I can't have,
It is amazing. With
I
this
don't-
day and age, dude, there's not many.
I don't
A
want
lot
any
of females out there have different.
baby daddies.
Oh,
Yeah,
ADD.
baby
All
daddy.
different
Even-
daddies.
Yeah.
Even if I were to get married to a guy who doesn't have kids, I truly don't think that would be a discussion beforehand. Like, I'm out. We could do other things, but I'm not carrying a child.
Right. What if he had children before you? Would you be cool?
That's
or you just
another.
don't want to deal with that baby mama
That's
drama
another
from
thing.
that end, or
That's another thing. Like, I am in my mindset right now. Like, I don't want to date anybody with kids.
yeah.
And it sounds selfish because I have kids, but I went down that route, and it was the most traumatic relationship I think I will ever experience,
I don't
because
feel-
the dude I was with had 2 different baby mamas that were like
Jesus.
piranhas. When it came,
Baby piranha.
when it came to me, they were so mean to me for no
Yeah.
reason. Like, I was just,
You're not trying to replace them.
right.
You're
Like,
just
I
trying
came
to-
in so
Yeah.
nice, and like, my kids are well taken care of. I wasn't asking for this man to take care of my kids. Like, they are good. I'm good. Their dad takes care of them. I take care of them. I'm not asking for anyone else to do that part.
Yeah.
But this man had the audacity to act crazy
Oh God.
towards me.
Yeah.
Like, when you got all this shit going on, like, I was good. I stepped out. I'm not.
Right on.
It was very traumatic.
I don't think it's selfish of you for
Sounds
not
like it.
wanting somebody with.
I
or
wouldn't
or a male figure
say
with
no
kids.
ever again. But for
Right.
right now, like, from what
It's
I
just you know
experienced,
what you want.
I do know what I want. And I'm not going to settle till I get it, because
Come
I
on.
already settled. I have already played the
Yeah.
games. I'm done. I'm living my best life, and
Come on.
it is what it is. Like, if you want to come along for the ride, hop in. Put
Put
your seatbelt on. It's going to be bumpy.
But yeah, that's awesome, Kelsey.
Yeah.
So what's your socials if you want to put them out there, what's your socials to
It's
follow
just my
you at?
first and last name.
Kelsey Revis?
Kelsey.Revis.
Kelsey.Revis.
On all of them. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
That's awesome.
Snap. Follow me.
Yeah.
Give me a little like.